Hi guys, PC Gaming and Tech here with another budgeted gaming PC build, and it will cost us about £450, and this build will be capable of 1080p gaming on a very good frame rate, and we will be using most of the games on the high settings, and some of the games we would be able to play it on the ultra settings. And this PC will be or will easily beat the gaming consoles like the PS4 and Xbox One. We will go with some of the latest hardware architectures like the Intel 6th generation Skylake and DDR4 RAM. All the parts with their best prices are in the video description. If you need more information, please go to the links in the description. So without further ado, let's get into the first part of this build, and Intel Core i3-6100, and it is a dual core processor which has 4 threads, and it is good for gaming, and it has a 3.7 gigahertz base clock, as it is not a K series processor, so we wouldn't be able to overclock it, and we will not need any aftermarket coolers, and we will be sticking with the stock cooler. And this will take about £97 of our budget, which leads us to the second part of the build, which is a motherboard. And for the motherboard, we are going to use MSI H110M gaming micro ATX Skylake motherboard, and it is a good combination of black and red color scheme. And technical specs are as follows: it has a support for DDR4 up to 2.2133 megahertz RAM. It has a good LAN, Intel LAN, which will help us a lot to do the multiplayer or online gaming. It has a gaming hotkey which will enable the customization of any keyboard key as per our specification. It has 6 gigabytes per second SATA and 3.1 first generation of USB as well. It has a debug LED which will help us a lot to do the diagnostics and everything, and it will cost us about £62. The third part of this build is going to be the RAM, and for the RAM we are going to use HyperX Fury Black DDR4 8 gigabytes RAM, and we are going to use two 4 gigabytes chips which are 2133 megahertz clocked, and this will take about £30 of our budget. And this is a factory overclocked or easy overclocked RAM. Next part of the build is our graphic card. This is the most important part of our build, and for this we are going to use MSI GTX 960 2GB DDR5 graphic card. It is an factory overclocked edition based on the NVIDIA's latest Maxwell architecture. It has a twin froze V-cooling on it, which will help us a lot to do the overclocking as well as the high-end gamings, while the card will be running on lower temperatures. And it has 1024 processing units, core based clock of 1241 megahertz, and boost clock up to 1304 megahertz. Memory clock is about 7010 megahertz, and it is a 128 or 128 bits architecture, and it supports DirectX 12 as well. This will take about £165 of our budget. For storage, we are not going to use any SSD in this build, as we have a limited budget. So we are going to use only mechanical drive, and for the storage we are going to use Seagate 500 GB 3.5 millimeter or 3.5 centimeter hard drive, and uh, it is a 7200 rpm and it has really good reviews over the internet, and most of the tech channels on YouTube have give the good ratings and comments about this. So in the future, if we want, we can just buy a SSD to speed up our loading times and everything. We can just put it into our computer. To power all of the above components, Corsair CS450 80 plus semi-modular bronze certified uh, power supply, and it is a 450 watt, which will be enough for powering all of the components of this build. And we will have some extra space or the boards to go if in case we want to put some LEDs or some extra hard drives in our computer. And finally, the last part of this build is our case, and we are going with Thermaltake Versa H15 gaming micro ATX PC case. It is a nice looking black PC case, and it will take about 29 pounds of our budget, and it will comes with 120 millimeter fan at the back of the case. And if we want, we can mount up to 240 millimeter radiator in front of this case or in the top, and there are some good fan options on this case. And so that's all the parts of our build, and that's it from my side for this video. If you like my video, please click like on this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in comments area. If you want more videos like that, please leave a comment in the videos. Or if you want, I'm going to add my Google Hangouts email on in the video description. If you want, you can text me using the Google Hangouts or Android devices. So that's it from this video. If you have any questions, please let me know, and please subscribe to my channel. Peace.